Okay, so this not being a 3, so that can't be 6, 4, or 3. It could be 5. It would be worth noting that if where 5 has to go here, because 5 cannot go there, and it cannot go there, because either way it breaks this 2. 5 has to go either here, or it has to be in there. So those are the only 2 places for 5. That being a 5, just force a 4 into this one. And then it forces the direction of this to go that, forces that as a 3. The point being that this also can't be a 1, so that's a 3-5 pair, that's a 1. Which places a 1 on here, so that must be 1, 2, which makes this a forced 5. That is a 3, which actually we had already. So, because when your 6 is in one of those 2, this has to. No, never mind, we don't have a limit on that. At least not yet, anyway. Can we do some stuff in here? We know that one can't be a 3. But I don't know if that's major. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Oh, that's a 5. Okay, so that places 5 there. Then there's only 1 5 left in this one, and it is there. Okay, so 5's in this one. Cannot go there. Cannot go there. Cannot go in those. Cannot go here. Cannot go there. Yeah, generally is not really restrictive. I guess we could try 6s actually. 6 can't go there. 6 could go as far back as there. Well, actually, no, we know there's a high limit on this being 4. I know there's a high limit on that being 4. We know there's a low limit on that being 3. That's either 3 or 4. Because the 4 is either going to be in here, because we know 6 can't go in either of these. There's either 4 in here, which makes it a 4, or it's in one of those 2, which makes it a 3. This actually, right, yeah, this is 1. Oh, that's a 1. So that's 2 or 4. That is 2 or 4. That is a 3. Oh wait, actually, yeah, that can't be a 5. That must be a 1. 6 cannot go here because of that, so that must be a 2, which makes this a 6. That's a 4. That's a 5. Okay, that's a 5 6 pair. And 1 2 3. So that cannot be a 5. That must be a 1 3 pair. That must be a 1 3 pair. There is a 2 for guaranteed on here. That cannot be a 1. That's 2 3. Okay, so that's 2 4. That is 3 4. We can stop those. Final 3 and that's 3. I feel like we should be able to get a bunch of final cells on here now. Can we? If it wasn't one of those 2. That's a 2. Oh, there we are. Yeah. 4 2. 4 6 1 2 6 2 1 4 2. Okay. So that is 3. Okay, that is a 3. So 6 cannot go there, although it can anyway. 6 could go there. 6 can't go here. 6 could go there. Okay. Although realistically, 6 could, Could 6 be forced? Actually, no, we've already got one here. I guess it just didn't register because of how horizontal lines were. That's a 1. That is a 3. That is a 5. That is a 2. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 3. That's a 2. That is a 3. That is a 5. That's a 6. There are 1, 4. Oh yeah, we can figure out because of mirrors. That's a 1. That's a 4. Can't figure those out by mirrors. 2's on one of those. 4. I think 4's on one of those. They are a 1. Oh, that's 5. That's 1. They are 4, 3. That's 6. That's 5. One of those is a 6. Okay, so 2. Oh yeah, 2 has to go. Okay. So we've got 3, 4, and 6 left in that box, and that cannot be 3 because and that can't be 3. That's a 3. The only question. Oh yeah. So that being. So it's going to be this one. If that's a 4, then it would be a 5. So that's a 6. 4, 4, 6. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good one. I think that was a pretty nice one to end off volume 191. Yeah. That's day 9. Thank you for watching.